What's going on? What's going on, everyone? How are we all? It's a bit dark in here, isn't it? Got to turn the lights on. Holy moly. Can you all see me? Can you all hear me? Guys, I'm going to do an intro in a minute because I just don't have time. Look at this setup, boys. Look at this setup. The 3 minute looks pretty good right here. Looks really, really good. Oh, we just got to be patient. We need the 5 minute. I'll be with you all in a minute and I'll pay attention to you in a sec. You know me. I need to be locked in right now, guys, because this is my setup. This is my setup, boys, and I'm looking for something. And I'm looking, because this could be my A+ setup, but I have an 85% win rate on the moment, which is insane. So, yeah, we got 50 seconds. 50 seconds for this break of structure. I have the 3 minute on top, and I got the 5 minute down here. The 3 minute is a go, go, go. Not on the NQ though. Do need to drop below this break of structure on the NQ on the 3 minute, which needs another minute to go. But if the 5 minute green lights me, we all G. We are all G if the 5 minute green lights me. So, we have 20 seconds left. And we have a 3 minute FVG right here that's about to print in another minute. Sick. 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 Okay. My entry's probably gonna be around 54. Another 20 seconds on the 3 minutes. Gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. Need the 3 minute. Come on, 20 seconds to go. The 5 minute, we're green lighted, boys. We're green lighted on the 5. I need this 3. I need the 3. Kind of sucks that the 3 is happening after the 5, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Bang, boys! We are in. Slightly oversized on this one. Slightly. Might have stuffed that entry up a little bit here. Just give me a sec. 6.5, so we should be 8.5. What's the stop loss? Stop loss is 63. Yeah, I'm slightly oversized in this trade. Just a little bit. Risking an extra, $200. So, considering it's such an A+ setup for me, I'm just going to let it go. 69.53 was the entry. 69.53. And 51. So roughly that was the entry. That was the entry. And that is it. Oh, well, ticked all me boxes. What can I do? This is how I trade. If it ticks my boxes, we take the fucking trade. That's all we do. Ticks my boxes. That's it. That's exactly what I was looking for today. I was bearish on the day. We didn't really get to do a pre-market an analyst. But anyway, it is what it is. I can't not take this trade. I can't not take this trade. I'll see if I can show you why I can't not take this trade. Right here. Right here. Asia short. Trade count 9 in 3 months. All right? Now, mind you, I've made heaps of changes to this trade system and setup. Win rate is 87%. I can't not take the trade. So it's paid me out 17K in literally 3 months, and most of that was last month, to be honest. So, yeah. You tell me who would not take that trade if that was your win rate on that trade setup. And I'm bearish on the day. So hopefully everyone is doing good. Thank you very much for pre-jumping in on the stream. There's 17 of you in here right now, which is pretty cool. We've retested this 3-minute FVG, which would have been really nice to try to wait for that retest. Yesterday I was a bit lazy and didn't wait for the retest too, but I don't like waiting for the retest because I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. Doesn't always happen. That's right, Backyard Bob. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. We are already in a trade right at London Open here, which is excellent to see. What else? Tim Plummer. Good evening from Melbourne. Tim, what is going on, my man? Thank you very much for joining the stream. I hope you get some key takeaways from today and some entertainment. Goran, hello from Amsterdam. Universe, give this live thumbs up and support for Benny. Thanks, Universe. Appreciate it, man. C100. What a move down yesterday. Yeah, man. If you're in the Discord, you would have seen that I've been talking about that nearly all day with another member in the Discord. Because technically yesterday, Tuesday, was the Judah swing kind of style trade that I'm trying to develop on Tuesdays when they present. And that was one, or at least it was a mini one. Yeah, so we've been talking about that because it was quite interesting to see. If there's one thing, if anyone says, oh, Ben, what don't you like about this trade that I've taken? Probably the fact that we inversed the 1 hour FVG here. And maybe it might turn into support, but just because there's an FVG there doesn't mean I can't take the trade. All right. So that's basically it. Now, what else we got? Vince. Morning from South Africa. Jesus, Vince. That's a long way away, mate. Hope you're staying safe over there, mate. Hope everything's all good. Temperance. Morning, Benny. Goran. Yes, great entrance. The Hivian, the Magician. Kevin, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Vietnam. Yeah, let's see what happens here. So, while this trade's doing its wacko thing, so we're full green lighted on the 3 minute on both time frames and also on the 5 minute. 5 minute looks good. So yeah, let's just see what happens here. Hopefully, this doesn't reverse too hard, but there is liquidity above price. So let's bring that up. It's probably the little, it's probably the only thing that if this trade fails, it'll be because they're just trying to go for that liquidity higher. If that's what they want to get. Now this stream here, this guy's stream doesn't really show any orders really above price, while there's a few here at this 535. I don't know whether or not that's enough to even consider. So yeah, that's that one. So there's really nothing there to see. But the OTL signals guy, so this guy here has a few orders resting above price, which I find fascinating. Like I said, if this does continue to go up higher and we get stopped out here, it's possible that they want to go for this order block here at 25,600, and that may be the draw on liquidity. However, what I do like on this chart that favors my short, because maybe the US will come back for this later, is the CVD down the bottom right-hand corner is like completely maxed out. Okay, so it means that pretty well, like, we have like full port longs going on right now. And so what happens when we get full port longs? Sometimes they like to be reversed and stopped out. So we'll see what happens there. And then on the ES, same thing again. We still have some draws on liquidity up higher here. But yes, if that's going to survive or not, I'm unsure. I don't know. Maybe we're just going to stall out here and we're going to leave them and continue further down. But that's the only thing I can see here why we might get stopped out in this trade if price continues to run to those draws on liquidity. Like I said, we can only use the draws on liquidity and those order block levels to a certain degree. We can't sit here and hope and pray that price is going to go to them. Okay, we can sit here and assume that it will. And I've just got to react based on what I see. Whatever the candlesticks tells me, we have to react on that. And I am not going to just say, oh, well, there's some red lines above price. I'm not going to take my 87% win rate trade. Why would I say no to that? All right. It's paid me $17,000 in the last couple of weeks. I'm more than happy to give back $2K on another attempt to make that work. All right. So that is that. News, once again, guys. The old America's decided that they're going to do a shutdown. So, yeah, I assume the shutdown's still going. I haven't heard anything personally, whether or not it's not. But at 5 a.m. in nearly 2 hours, we have some Euro news, which will be interesting here. And then we have our non-farm employment change, which so far looks like they might deliver on that promise at 8:15. So just be very careful at 8:15, okay? It's 15 minutes earlier than we normally get. Normally, price is at 8:30 a.m., okay? So just be careful of that. Peter, wow, that was a red candle of death. It was a pretty bearish candle, man. That definitely wiped out a fair bit of liquidity. So, you know, I mean, maybe that's enough. Maybe they were happy to wipe that out and use that as setting the London low. And then we're going to go up. But, yeah, who knows, man? Who knows? Who knows? The joys of trading. We don't really know what's going to happen. We can only just go off of analytics and setups and go, Mexican, good morning, Primo. What's up, my Mexican Primo lad? What's going on, buddy? How'd you go yesterday? Did you finish green yesterday? Peter, shutdown cancelled tomorrow. Oh, really? Okay. I have not been keeping up with the news. So that's interesting. That's really good news. Then maybe we might get some interesting price action the next couple of days then. Peter says, yeah, cut shutdown. Goran, Trump signs bill to end shutdown, but another budget cliff looms over ICE funding. Oh, yay. Is he going to rename it to National ICE yet? I heard some stories about that he was thinking about naming it National so that way when people said it, they'd have to say nice. NISE every time. I thought that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Troy, what is the heat map showing? Non-farm payroll has been cancelled this week, last I heard. Okay, well, I mean, it's still in there, so we will see. We will see. Good morning, all. Up 616 on a 15-day profit streak. Well done, Mexican. That's a good way to start your day. That is a good way to start your day. All right, let's let this thing roll over now, please. Now, what did you want? You wanted heat maps, Troy. Troy wanted some heat maps. So here is this is the ES heat map. So there's a fair bit of heaviness and liquidity sitting up here, right? So the question is, do they want to go for it? Do they need it? Do they need to run up there? I don't know. Maybe this is a ceiling and they've tapped in real close to it and then now they're going to reverse price. Who knows? Don't know. All I can say is, so far this ticks every box for me to take this short. So we are in a short. And I am bearish on the day because yesterday failed to close above the previous day's high. So it works for me. What else? The NQ. The NQ has orders sitting here at 25,600. I do have those marked out. So yeah, just mark those out as well if you haven't got them. And the other stream's not showing any orders at all, so we don't even need to even look at that one because it doesn't show anything. And what was the other thing on this? So if we go out to the larger time frame, we'll go to the 1 hour time frame. I had to do this while I was cooking dinner, so I was a little dazzled. I was a little busy. But, so, here's our first presented FVG down here on this leg up. Okay, that's why this FVG I don't really care about because it's not a first presented FVG. I only care about first presenteds. Here is your first presented 1 hour and 4 hour FVG up here. So this, if price makes it up here, then I'm very fascinated to see what happens here. This would be interesting. But what I wanted to do was show you this. So we have all this liquidity below price, which is pretty well the same levels as yesterday we had marked out. So nothing's really changed there. But if I run fibs on this leg down, the NASDAQ is kind of just floating around in the middle of nowhere here. All right? So it's just dawdling. So I can't really get a read on that. Okay? It's not really telling me much. But this is interesting. We'll go over to the ES. The ES is actually quite clean today. It's probably more cleaner than the NASDAQ. Oh, I'm able to read it a bit cleaner personally myself. So if we run fibs on this leg down, we are right at the 50% retracement of rebalancing out, okay, this downward leg. Okay, and if you know me, right, I do like to look for the 50% retracement or the 61.8 for some kind of confluence there with my other levels. And at the moment, this is at the 50% level, which I find very interesting. And we just wiped out the high of that last 4 hour candle on the NQ and on the ES right here. And we presented this setup. Okay. So some pretty strong confluences here for me to be stoked with this trade. And if it stops me out, it's okay. We just go into tomorrow. All right. And that's basically it. So I really like that. Now, here's the interesting thing. Be very cautious shorting into first presented fair value gaps. All right. Especially the 1 hours. They can get pretty gnarly. I mean, it's a pretty good way to start blowing your accounts. So, today, I know you're all going to say it. But Benny, you didn't take profit yesterday at the Asia low. Why didn't you take profit at the Asia low? Guys, I was just trying something else, and I was more than happy to just be break even on the day because from the loss on Monday. All right? No rush. We have loads of time. I'm going to be doing this for the next 20 years. So that's it. Now, what do we want to look at here, okay, on this ES trade? Like, there's a couple of cool things here. These 5-minute candles here don't have a wick on the bottom of them on this Asia low, okay? which that tells me that this Asia low is actually not a true Asia low, which means that to me, it looks like it was created in error and there's an imbalance there. And there's a whole bunch of equal lows all inside this box here. So today, all right, today, I am very comfortable of taking full TP at the Asia low at 6934. So we're going to go down right now and we're going to mark this out 693450. I'll just front run it ever so slightly, okay? Right there. Did anyone see how much money that was? I didn't see. Let's do this again because I just completely missed the... I like to see it because thingy tells you. That's $2,866 per account. So it'll be a $5,000 day. Absolutely stoked with that if that happens. No worries at all. Let's do it. So that's it. Why am I going to take full profit at the Asia low if this thing goes down there? Guys, I am not shorting into this first presented 1 hour fair value gap. I'm sorry. I'm not fucking doing it. No fucking way. It ain't going to happen. Because it ain't going to happen and you ain't going to see me do it. I'm out. I'm out down here. Get me out. I'm done. So, yeah, that's basically it. That's my target. Let's get this thing pumping. And let's see just one 5-minute candle just freaking blast straight through this thing. That would be nice to see. And then we can just sit here all night with just a shitload of money. And, yeah. 30 people in the stream. I'm giving the sauce, baby. I'm giving the sauce. Smash the like button. It's super easy to do, and it's completely free. It's completely free to do. You just press it, and YouTube just goes, hey, this clown might be interesting to other people. Backyard Bob. Lol, trust him to do that. Trust me to do what? What does that mean? Shrey says, miss the sauce. What was it? He missed the sauce. Probably missed the whole entry, mate. You missed the whole analysis, mate. The whole analysis. So the trade on the NQ, I'll bring it up. I did not take the trade on the NQ. I'm a little nervous about taking 2 trades on both tickers at the moment, guys. I'll be honest. I'm a little sketched out doing it. It seems like a cool idea, and my model plays out, but at the same time, I'm like, do I really need to? Do I? I just need more accounts. I just need more accounts. Yeah, so the entry on the 5-minute, 3-minute, 5... sorry, where's the 3-minute? Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen up here. So the 3-minute entry was like here. But yeah, the 5-minute was the 5-minute was here. Right? So and then that'll be down to there. So the NQ is a bit average, 85 points. It's a 1.5 risk to reward. It was almost like yesterday's trade. Yesterday's trade was like that too. It was like, boring. So yeah. You got a short in at 497 on the NASDAQ. 497? 497, Jakku. You got the freaking retest, mate. Jakku sniped the retest. Yeah, right. Go Jakku. Go Jakku. I want to see screenshots and proof of that when you're done. Does anyone remember what the fastest trade was that we had the other week? We had like a 15-minute trade and it was like $5,000 in 15 minutes. The market just absolutely just melted. And yeah, it's literally doing the same. It's literally doing the same thing. Sorry, I'm going to send this to a mate. He's on the live stream. I'm streaming right now, dude. if you're not in my stream, you got to get in the stream because there's like 28 people in my stream and you're now on it and I'm taking this trade. Look, this is the trade I'm in. Like, this thing's just melting. I mean, it probably will have a pullback here because there's some equal lows, but damn, dude. Damn. Something to do with tomatoes. Matthew says, I'm late and missed the entry for 2 days in a row. Matthew, you got to get on your A game, mate. You got to get on your A game. Nice melt. Waiting for the retest on VWAP. Yeah. I'll tell you what, when you see this many red candles, there's a lot of people that'll be probably pressing that red sell button right now. Backyard Bob, like 20 minutes. Where are you? Yeah, imagine trying to grow your stream and like every trade's over within like 10 minutes and then you're like, well, thanks for the stream, guys. I'm out of here. See ya. Like, that would suck. That would suck. You guys can't really see that very well, can you? I need to turn that on so you can see it. There you go. So yeah, there's the NQ trade there on the left. That's the NQ one. They're inverted. Yeah, you can see the thing. And then, yeah. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. See if the Nasdaq tries to hold these lows here. There's a 4-hour low here. This I wouldn't be surprised whether we get a little bounce here. We have divergence on the 4-hour. We have divergence there. We have a little divergence. Come on, ES. Flush the 4-hour. Get rid of that divergence. I don't want to see divergence. I don't want to see it. Oh, look at all those little scalp traders just buying this thing up. Come on, sellers, come back in. Let's just flush it. Let's just get it over and done with. You can go back up afterwards. I don't care. Just come down to the Asia low and then just go up. I don't care. Mexican says it's coming up to pick me up before it goes back down. Oh, there's the retest of the midnight open. Just in that one candle, we just gave back 1,000 USD per account. In that one candle. On that one little, like, push back up. Mexican says, I'm in. He's in. Mexican went short on the VWAP. I'll have to load. I don't have the VWAP on my screen. I have to load it up on the boys on those streams, the order flow streams. So I think the NQ's bouncing around point of control. By the looks of it, a little bit here. Where is old mate? Stream with his VWAP. Oh yeah, there's the VWAP. Yeah. Yeah, both the ES and the NASDAQ are under VWAP and testing there. And retesting. And it's also midnight open there as well. The midnight opens at 46. So yeah, roughly there's a little bit of confluence there. A little bit of confluence. There'll be a few traders getting some little scalps around here. Be a little bit of indecision too as to whether or not we're going to bounce back up here or whether we're going to continue lower. And we took out those equal lows back here and this 4-hour low down here as well. So there's a fair bit of stuff going on in this little pocket here. So we just need to, you know, we need to let everyone balance this out for the next 5 or 2 hours. And then fingers crossed the bears kick in and we can come down here and balance all of this stuff out down here. I mean, I would love it if it just happens in the next 5 minutes. That would just be excellent. And then we can be one and done for the day. Jake says, me too. I'm in shorts on the mess. If you haven't yet, guys, smash that like button. Let's suss out how many likes we've got. Let's have a look. I'm going to load it up. We're going to start critiquing. Oh, fuck, my dog just zapped me. Jesus, mate. Oh, you right? Jesus. Full of static electricity. You just absolutely ripped my finger off. Jesus, mate. A dashboard. Oh, no, we don't want the dashboard. It doesn't tell me the likes. What are we at? We're at 15. 15 likes. 15. I don't like the divergence on those 2 4-hour candles there. I'll be up and honest that. I don't actually like that. I really don't like that. I don't like that. So I'm hoping that this can just try to roll over here. Maybe we just need to test this 5-minute FVG. Where is it? There's a 5-minute FVG right here. We probably need to retest this. Come back up here. Retest this thing and then continue down. There's another one here on the NQ as well. The NQ trade's trash. The range is trash. Like, just, yeah, I would, like, I took the one on the ES last night. It was 1.6, which isn't too bad. But I hard set a rule that I don't take 1-to-1s at all. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to delete the NQ one because it's just a little bit messy on the screen, guys. But you all know where that entry was on there. So there's a 5-minute FVG, maybe, which is right in line with this 1-hour FVG. Actually, is that, that's inverted now, right? No, another 20 minutes. Okay. See? Oh, someone in Discord. I did a quiz in Discord. Yeah, let's bring this up. Guys, look at this. Guys. Double bottom, VWAP. I had a little quiz going in Discord. I really want to set some more of these up. It's good fun. Everyone loves it. Benny Super, 16, also BTC. Not sure what that means. What 16 and BTC mean? Oi, Jike and Mexican. Troy wants to know where your entry's at. I don't know what Jike's is, Troy, but Mexican said before he got in at the VWAP. Anyway, so I put this in Discord earlier this afternoon, and I came home from work for some lunch. And we've been talking about it for the last couple of sessions here and there. And I asked them, what do you see on this on this 4-hour time frame that I love to bang on about a lot? And I don't know why. It was just a weird fact that I learned like a year ago, and I've just applied it, and it seems to be true every time. But no one got the guess. Mind you, there was only 2 people who guessed it. But this 4-hour candle here doesn't have a wick on the bottom of it. All right? And then this bearish 4-hour candle closed into the new 4-hour candle completely bearish with no wick. And so that new 4-hour candle that started at 2 p.m. last night was an absolute banger ICT reversal. It was nearly 200 points move, and this wick after this 4-hour candle here, it balanced out the wick over here that was missing on the 4-hour. I can take you there and show you in real time. So Shrey and Fu, if you guys are in my live right now, I've probably answered your question for you, but that's what it was. However, I will take a screenshot and see that. All right, so yeah, that's what I'm saying to you guys. If you guys are trading like US session, right? Like obviously I'm not around to see these things, right? And maybe highlight them to you as points of interest or something that you might be interested in or something you might need for your trading. Like just pay attention to 1 hour and 4-hour candles with no wick. Because if price gets near them and you're in a trade or you're looking to enter a trade, just be mindful of that. Consider it, because it may make or break your trade. Yeah, like I said, typically when there's no wick, there needs to be some kind of rebalance that needs to happen. Annie goes, I see a T-banger. What's a T-banger? What's that? Goran, would you consider New York PM low as a target? Nah. Nope. Nah, there's no way, man. I'm not interested in shorting into this first presented 1 hour fair value gap. Nah. And even right now, I'm expecting a bit of a pullback here now, because we have divergence on the 4-hour candles. Okay. I really don't like that, and I don't want it in this trade. I would rather just price continue to melt, and I'm hoping that maybe it still does. But right now, with this divergence on this 4-hour candle here and this one here on the NQ, unfortunately, I think we're going to be sitting here for a little bit, waiting for this divergence to play out. So, yeah, it's not crazy divergence, like. It's like F all. Like, honestly, it's like 1 point. It's not a monster divergence. So it is what it is. But I am expecting a bit of a pullback here. So yeah, but there is no way I'm shorting. I'm not shorting into this 1 hour fair value, first presented 1 hour fair value gap. from this like V-shaped recovery from yesterday. I'm just not going to do that. It is not worth my time at all. Not worth my time doing that. I'm not even exercising the idea. It's like a hard no, 100% hard no. Back to the pre-market high. No. No, we don't want that. Garang, gotcha. Makes sense. Thanks. All right, this trade's not going to play out in 20 minutes, so it's no longer our fastest trade we've ever taken now. Oh, the old 4-hour divergence. Hey, I've said it before and I'll say it again. This could literally just reverse and keep pumping up from here on in, and we might get stopped out. That's why those last couple of days you've seen me, I've taken the profit at the 4-hour low, because yeah, there wasn't enough conviction for me to feel comfortable that we would go to the Asia low. And I was right one time and I was wrong last night. Well, last night it did play out. And then tonight, but you can't keep taking profit at the bottom of the 4-hour lows because your risk to reward doesn't make sense. You got to follow your rules, man. And if I got to sit in the trade for an extra hour, so be it. And if I got to go into profit and then back into drawdown and then into profit, so be it. It'll be what it'll be. Like, look at yesterday's trade. Did you guys see yesterday's trade? Look at this. This was yesterday's trade right here. That was yesterday's trade, right smack bang there. Now, yesterday I did take profit at the 4-hour low, which was there. I did take it off just tiny little bit early. All right? Because I was not 100% confident with the SPY, the QQQ, and that low. But we only just wicked into it. Only just. Look at that. We took it out, and then, look at this. So we sat in that whole trade all the way through here. In fact, I actually got in on the breaker down here. I think it was this candle here. So that was my trade yesterday, right? Now, if I thought that this was going to be a mini Judas swing, right, I would have, like, holding into 10 o'clock. Right? If I thought that that's what was going to happen, I have to take all profits off the table at 9:55 a.m. I have a hard rule for that. Yo, what's up, Yash? What's going on, man? Good morning, brother. What's up? What's up, good people? David. You see this, like, so we spent from 3 a.m. basically, or 3:40, right, down to 6:40. So that's 3 hours. We were going down. And then we had to sit in drawdown for another hour and gave back all of those profits that we could have made down here. And then we then had to wait all the way until about here, which is about another 2 hours, to be back at the same profit target we were at before. And then we had to have our fingers crossed that we had this trade correct and that it was going to keep going down and not just reverse again and come back up. Like, sometimes, like, you know, trading's about freedom, right? I'm not going to, like, yeah, it'd be nice to try to catch these due to swings, and we still need some more. I need more data on them to pick them up, but at the same token, like, you know, you got to be pretty happy with pulling out $2,000 on 2 accounts here. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, what was that? 2 and a bit hours? 2 and a bit hours yesterday? Yeah, it was like 2.5 hours, 3 hours stream. And we were in and we were out. And then to sit here and watch this happen for 5 hours before making more money, damn, you'd be like, you know, hey, we all have emotions. I still have emotions. I know some people go, oh, you're so calm with your emotions. Don't worry, I get emotions. I get butterflies. I get like nervous and shit. Don't worry, it all happens to all of us. But yeah, I don't want to be sitting through all that. I don't want to be sitting through all that, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. 43 of us in the channel. Feel free to smash the like button, guys. Feel free to smash the like button. It's free to do. We were at 15 before. Oh, we're at 21. We cracked 21. GG, guys. Well done. Sick. Sick. We need to get to 30 now. The big 3-0. We need to get to the big 3-0. Oh, and I'll have the music sorted probably next week. I need to set up the audio track mixer as well to Spotify to get that over there, and then I might even create like a locked playlist that I can just play so that make sure that it doesn't go outside of that playlist. But I'm just a little busy with life at the moment. Got a few things going on. I got the stream. I've got some software stuff I'm working on. I've got a full-time job that I'm trying to stay the hell away from as much as I can so that I can do the shit that I want to. And I'm trying to do a monster reno on my house. And it's all go, go, go. Eric, what is your... Oh, and it's my birthday next week. It's my birthday next week, and I'm going away, and I'm bringing you guys with me. We're going to a really nice beach house, and we're going to trade live from the beach house, which has been a dream of mine for years, and I finally get to do it. What is your assumption regarding the trend for NQ? Will we maintain the range, or will we see a stronger correction? Eric, when you say range, do you mind advising me on what you're classifying as a range? And what time frame? Yes, Backyard Bob, you get to come. Are you talking about this 1 hour range that we're in between 7K and 6-8? Eric? Sorry, mate. Just need you to define this range. Like on the NQ, we've been in it for freaking a long time. Really, I mean, you could say that's a range. We've been stuck between 29 and... Sorry, we've been stuck between 25,900, or call it 26. We've been stuck between 26K and 25K for nearly 2.5 months. Is that the range you're talking about? Yeah, daily time frame. Yeah. I mean, look, man, you just got to zoom out, dude. You just got to zoom out, okay? I always say this. If you're unsure, just zoom out. Hello from Germany. Dusseldorf. Hey, Marco. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope the Germans are treating you nice. You ever seen Snatch? What's wrong, Tommy? Is the Germans coming? It's my wife's favourite movie. It's my wife's favourite quote too. And also, how long until the sausages are ready, Tommy? 2 minutes. You said that 2 minutes ago. You said that 10 minutes ago or 5 minutes ago, whatever it was. Yeah, so when you zoom out on the daily range, mate, you just got to zoom out the time. It's very natural for the NQ and the ES to do these ranges, right? Like, just think about here in 2023, right? When you're trading this, right? You would have just been, oh, God, like, what are we doing? Oh, we're in, we're out. We're in, we're out. We're in, we're out. And then finally it broke, right? Finally it decided to break here. And then, okay, we got some cool action over here. It's very common. These markets, these indices are designed to slowly go up over time. This is where, the big players play. So, yeah, I mean, we do stick in range-bound modes for months on end. There you go. December 2024 to February 19. Now, if you were to consider that same analogy here, why would I personally think that we will stay in this range until February 19? Let's call it, we will stay in this range bound probably until Friday the 13th. There is a reason for it. Why I think maybe we would possibly break out of this range by then. And I'm going to see if I can find an image of it. Anyone got an idea? Anyone got an idea? Let me get an image first. I'll give you a hint. Let's do this. This is going to be a good game. This is going to be a sick game. Watch this. Let's bring up MS Paint. Microsoft Paint. Does anyone... Oh my God, I left the text in there. Oh, you all saw it. God damn it, Benny, you fucked up. Can anyone read English? Because if you can read English, it's right on the screen. It's right on the screen. Oh, man. Yeah. So, Eric, to answer your question, mate, it is Chinese New Year on the 17th of February. And if you're into astrology and numerology, which I am, I am into it. I am a believer of it. I do follow quite a bit of it. It is so Chinese New Year on the 17th of February is the year of the horse, right? So the year of the horse is really bad for Bitcoin. All right. So yeah. However, the cool thing about the year of the horse is the year of the horse is actually really good for people who want to make money, start businesses that have certain attributes, or that the horse is not their enemy sign. So if your horse is not your enemy sign based on your birth chart, then you should have a very good year this year, right? In fact, I'm an Aquarian, I'm life path 33, and I was born in 1987, so therefore the horse is actually very good for me. Very good for me this year. It's part of the reason why last year I was willing to just kind of let my old YouTube channel die off, and I was waiting for this year to start. And I basically didn't post any videos for the last few months of last year on my old channel, and I was like, no, I got to roll it over into my main channel, and I got to start again, and I got to do it differently this time. And that's what I've done. And I've got to be honest, I was not expecting to have more than 10 viewers after probably 3 months. And here we are after 4 weeks with like an average view of like 60 per stream. And if I go into the US, we get an average viewer of like 170 to 300, which is insane. So for me personally, this year is a very good year for me. And so, you know, I'm really focusing on it, and the year of the horse is amazing. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see the markets dilly-dabble around until around the 17th of February, okay? And then we see some kind of breakout from there on the daily time frame on a macro level. We might see a new trend kick in, either to the upside or to the downside. I don't know. No one knows that. Yeah, that's how I look at it. And if you want to look at that range for that reason, then that would be the reason why. Did anyone learn anything? It's pretty cool. 51 of you is in the stream. Woo! Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, guys. If you want more sauce. If you want more sauce. So, yeah. All right, there's your range bound. Now, what I will say, though, is there is a lot of liquidity sitting down here. Okay? A lot. Like, a lot. And even here. So, yeah. All right. And if we all go back to last year, where the fuck was it? There. Look, this was last year. Remember, Donald Trump's in office. Nothing's changed, okay? Right? He came in here, 19th of Feb, right? There's your range bound there. Chinese New Year was right here. Chinese New Year is right there. And all you got to do is you just got to hide this. So we just hide this to the right, because we don't know what happened after the Chinese New Year last year. We don't know. This was the pattern of the market. That's the pattern. Okay? Lows, 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 equal lows, lows, lows. Liquidity, 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 liquidity. Right? All right? Now, probably thinking, but there's liquidity above price up here. True. But you got to remember, the NASDAQ and the SPY is designed to go up over time. So we're going to come for it anyway. So we don't have to worry about it. All right? Mexican said this year will be a good year for all of us. Hey, it's going to be a fantastic year to everyone who subscribes to the channel and smashes the like button for the YouTube algorithm. For sure. Eric says, new 1 hour candle coming. Yeah, man. It's coming. She's coming, all right. Yeah, so that's that. So then after Chinese New Year, we start new season, new everything. Okay? And we fill. We take it all back. They wipe all the liquidity out. Look at that. You see what I mean? We took out all these lows straight through here. All right? And then the real move starts. And what are we doing? We're just repeating the same damn thing. We're just repeating the same damn thing. Look, you can go back again here. January through to February. February 16. There's a macro level there. This time, we pushed out, took out some liquidity, came back, flushed out the bottom part of the liquidity. It was enough for them, and then they went up. So just keep an eye on that. Right? Just keep an eye on that. Now I got to delete all these lines I made. Bear with me. The big box. Get rid of the big box. Off the screen, man. 3 o'clock. There's your 3 o'clock high. Oof, look at that. It's a nice little lower high there, isn't it? It's a very nice lower high there. High, lower high, lower high. Now we want to see this melt down. We want to see it create a lower low down here now. Lower, lower, lower. Shrey, daily buys, short. We didn't close below the previous day low. And, sorry, wait, did I say that right? What? We didn't close above the, so we didn't close above the previous day's high. And so, yeah, and we never took out the previous day's low. So now we have Monday's low and we have Tuesday's low down here. And on the week, I'm starting to lean a little bearish on the week. Okay. So yeah, it's feeling a little to me like we had a Monday fake move week. Monday up, Tuesday dump it, and I'm anticipating for Wednesday to now do the same and wipe out some of this liquidity below, ready for a Wednesday reversal, which some of the boys in here were saying that the news is actually back on tomorrow or it's not cancelled tomorrow. Does it mean that tomorrow's the last day and then they're going to do news on Thursday, or is today the last day and tomorrow they're going to re-trigger news? If they re-trigger the news tomorrow and we have a red folder news event tomorrow, then that all just lines up perfectly with my midweek reversal for upside. So, yeah, it's it's interesting when they say, oh, we're not going to do news events, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, now we are, and it's like, why is it on a Wednesday when we have midweek reversal week? Like midweek reversal on Wednesdays. Like it's engineered, man. It's engineered. Whole thing's engineered. I reckon Big Bad Macca in this channel is probably banging on right now that this is a 90-minute box or whatever he calls it. I reckon he'd be frothing at this. He'd be like, oh, it's doing the 90-minute thing. We need him in here so we can find out. Starting to look a bit bear flaggy to me. Looking a bit bear flaggy to me. Boran says, bring in the magnet. Yep, you are right, my man. You are right. Let's go. Let's go. Bring in the magnet. And we'll bring in the hammer, but we won't hammer it just yet. We just Let's see if we can. We'll give it a couple more minutes here. All right. We'll give this thing a few more minutes. Daily bias, went through that. Last year, the correction process began on February 18th. Yeah, sweet. I covered that on the stuff. Size is after Valentine's Day. That's right, mate. Everyone was broke after taking their missus out, so they had to liquidate all their shares. Or they broke up and then they got divorced and then had to liquidate everything 50-50. Shit. Bob, Italian New Year. Italian New Year? Radio. Oh, I was close. New 1 hour candle coming. Yep, went through that. For all of us, daily bias. Shrey, I already went over the daily bias, yeah? Hopefully I just covered it just then. So we did not close above Monday's high. So I'm bearish. Bearish today. There is 2 daily PDLs sitting below price, which I pointed out on the NASDAQ. There's that one there. And there's this one here. Actually, I don't even have that one marked out. Sorry, guys. Let me mark that out for you. Right there. 25,180 on the NASDAQ is Monday's low. And also 25,218 is yesterday's low. All right. On the ES, this magnet is huge. The ES, I haven't marked out Monday's low either. I'm a bit lazy there. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Got quite a bit of confluence down here. Let me just delete these damn things. Let me get rid of these things. They're just too big. So we have Tuesday's low here. We have Monday's low here. And then just below price, we have our we have my daily I'll show you. I have a daily SMA candles here. Okay. These are it. Actually, I should have them turned on. Sorry, I think I had them turned off or something from some testing. So yeah, we got the got them to be a little concerned about down there too for pushing down too far. All right. So the blue is 20, the yellow is 50, and the green is the 100. So the 100's got some pretty good confluence. Okay. So yeah, we could melt today and come down here, but yeah, I just it's dumb for me to short into and hold through a first presented 1 hour fair value gap. It's not a smart decision to do, and I would rather take my money and sleep peacefully, knowing that I came out solidly green for the day, rather than going, oh, maybe this time it might work. Maybe today's the day I might get lucky and it bursts through, and that's bad trading habits. We don't want to be doing that, right? We do not want to be doing that stuff. Yep, took shorts. Good on you, man. I scalped $200 of these VWAP bounces. Good work, dude. Mexican, just posted what I'm up today on your Discord. Thank you very much, man. I'll jump in there and suss in the US futures. Dude's on fire, mate. Is that your first funded, is it? Is that on your funded account? Mate. There you go. I'll comment back, all right? All right, W in the chat for the primo. Universe, I missed the entry. Leave the trade or wait. You missed your entry? Mate, if you missed your entry, you missed the trade. Or you wait for it to come back to your entry. Don't chase it, my man. Don't chase it. It ain't worth it. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is another day. All right? You will sleep good tonight if you didn't take a trade and your account balance is level. And then tomorrow, you start again. I know you're trying to pass the eval, but it doesn't matter. Don't do it. If you missed your entry, don't do it. Stick to your rules, man. Stick to your rules. Pretty much. Your first funded account you got on Friday. GG. Well done. That's sick. Nice work. Good on you. Good on you, universe. Pat yourself on the back, man. Pat yourself on the back. Just, there's no need. If there's one thing you guys can learn from my channel, I would like it for you guys to probably learn patience, really, and to be content with your rules and follow them, right? I've been in the same boat as a lot of you have. I didn't follow my rules for a long time. I tried to cut corners. I tried to gamble accounts. I tried to flip accounts. I've been there. I've done it myself. I'm not saying I'm perfect. But, you know, last year, towards the end of last year, slowly I started chipping away at making some changes to my trade style and making sure that I wasn't taking silly trades. And, you know, I ran data. I ran analytics. And I just kept looking at how can I tweak my trades to be better. And yeah, Christmas and I had 4 weeks off over Christmas. Went on a big holiday and took some time off. And I just studied some of my trades and I studied what I saw and what can I adjust in my trading. You know, yeah, I came back this year with 2 things. One, I have to start my YouTube channel again. I have to start streaming because I love the idea of it. I've been wanting to do it for almost 10 years. And I'm wasting time. And then the second one is that, like, I need to kind of be a little bit more accountable and distracted too. Because I want to take these A+ setups. I want to take my rules. I want to stick to my rules, but you know, it can be very hard sticking to your rules when you're just sitting here and you're by yourself, whether you've got family, mum, dad, you know, your brother, your sister, or your wife or whoever, or your housemates living with you. I don't know what any of that's like. I've just got a wife and a dog. But at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, I'm sure, you know, you just think, I've just got to get into this trade. I've just got to get in this trade. If only this trade will just run like 20 points. That's all I need is like 20 points. You know, it's $400 on a mini. I'm done. Like, that's like half my week's wage. Like, I only need that every day. And it's just a, it's this silly dream that we put in our heads. But it doesn't really work like that. I'm risking just over 2% on the trade. Do you think that's too much? No, I would say anything under 5% is fine. And I would say up to 5% on like A+ setups is definitely still in the realm. I've watched many traders. Don't worry, there's still some guys going around out there saying, oh, you should never risk more than 1% on your trade. Whatever. Like, seriously, I've actually met some traders that are very profitable. And they have all said to me, they're like, the whole 1% thing, throw it out the window. You more stick to a variable price based on your setup, okay? But yes, you should not be risking like more than like 5 to 10% of your account. That's just dumb. So yeah, you want to be smart about it because once you start going above then you're putting yourself into dangerous territory that's not right, okay? But when you get A+ setups, so like as you guys see, right, here's an example of, here's an example, Temperance, of this 2% thing, okay? I'm going to show you. So, unfortunately, I only have 9 trades on that model, but it's still pretty good. But here's an example. If this trade count for my Asia short on TradeZella, okay, if I have an 87.5% win rate on this trade setup, and I have like 20 trades on that setup, it's probably going to be another like month before we get there. Okay? Maybe even longer. It might be a month and a half, right? If we get that, and I'm still at 80 to 85%, currently at the moment, I risk $1,000 per trade per account. Okay? And you can see that when I do, you can calculate it yourself. It's right on the screen. Right? I'll show it live. However, what will typically happen here is when I get to 20, it would be crazy for me not to increase my risk on that setup. Right? Like, I would be crazy to not take the risk from $1,000 per trade risk to $1,500, or maybe even taking it to hang on, guys. Sorry, I don't want NQ to sweep the low here, and ES doesn't. Sorry, we'll come back to that in a sec. Hang on. I don't like it when it diverges here at the Asia low. Just give me a minute. I just need to check the order book. I think we're okay. Yeah, there's orders at 32. Yeah, those orders are still there at 32. I think we're okay. I think we're all good. Keep coming. We're going again. We're going again. We're going again. W's in the chat. Come on. Get the W's in the chat. Let's go. My God. My God. Dubs in the chat, guys. We did it. Woo. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Look at the Aussie US futures trader taking over America from his own soil. Ha! Oh, man. Oh, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Guys go, oh, you can't trade Asia. You can't trade New York. You can't trade Asia. You can't trade London. You can't do it. It's impossible. You don't make any money. The market hardly moves. It doesn't do anything. I don't see any setups. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. We're just printing over here. We're just printing. This is done. We're done for the day. We're done for the day. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's go. David, when you think about it, trading is stupid simple. It's the mind, it's the brain. That's the complicated part. Yep. Bang on. Okay, I'm done until New York session. Benny, take care. Thanks, David. Have a good one, mate. Enjoy your night. Hopefully you saw that win then. Temperance, thanks, mate. That was amazing. Awesome, guys. So good. So good. We get the juice now. We get the juice. So if everyone's interested, my P&L is down the bottom left-hand corner. Bottom left-hand corner of the screen, all the way over that way, over the other side, if you want to see it, okay? That's it. That's it. You know, on 20 accounts, I only need to take 10 trades like this a year. But on 20 accounts, they probably won't give me the bloody, the payouts or whatever you want to call it, like the payout windows. So you're probably better off just doing it on a live account, really. David says, now I can go in peace. See you, David. Thanks, man. Universe, thanks for the stream, though. I missed it. Spew and Uni. Bad luck, dude. Next time. Plenty of time. We're going to be here every day. Every day at 3 a.m. Sora, great job. Great. Grats. Good trade. What size are you trading? So it's probably a bad question to ask Davey in terms of what size do I trade. I trade micros because micros allow me to ensure that my risk per trade is the same every trade. Because I adjust the contract size to make, because I want a $1,000 stop loss. Okay, so I risk $1,000 per account. I currently have 2 accounts. I've got 3 evals that need to be reset. I haven't traded them yet. Probably should have traded them tonight, because I would have passed them. But I already blew them twice last week trying to pass them in one shot. So there was like $600 gone. So I'm like, oh, let's just chill out let's just take a few days off, eh? Uni says, I'm in Byron. Well, you have to stay out for New York now, Uni. Hey, Argentina here. Hello, do you trade London only or New York? So I trade London and New York, but at the moment, I'm just only trading London. Sometimes I will go through to New York if London either didn't present a setup or I'm like high as a kite and I want to keep going and I love being here with every one of you guys and I want to stay on longer, then I will. But it does hurt my sleeping pattern because right now it is 8 p.m. my time and New York Open doesn't happen until 1 a.m. Yeah, 1 a.m. So it's a long time to wait for just the New York Open and then to stay around for an hour or two. It can get pretty late at night. Yeah, Universe. Yeah, our time matches, dude. Correct. Garans, thanks. See you soon. See you, dude. No worries, Davey. Yeah. So, yeah, it's I adjust the size. I have a cheat sheet here, David. If it's something you're interested in, I need to be on the 5-minute time frame to read it. There it is, right there. So, I created this. Okay. All right, I created this. You can do it too. It's just the text chat. It's just saved. Okay. That's it there. S&P 500. So for every 1 micro contract, right, for every 5 points of movement, it's $5. Okay. So you basically have, so if this is the stop loss, right? So on the left-hand side, this is the stop loss. So if I ran my stop loss today, that was my entry. My stop loss is 9.5 points, okay? So I use this as an example. Well, today, really I should have ran with 10 points, okay? So I should have said, all right, well, stop loss is technically 10-ish, right? It's close enough. It's within like $50, okay? And the in bracket section here shows me that it's 20 contracts. So I go over to Quant Tower on the left-hand side and I change this to whatever number that is. However, today, and this happens on other days too, but originally the stop loss on the 3-minute time frame was looking like it was about 7.5 points. right? So I had it preloaded with 30 contracts in there. And then when the 5 minute presented and I took the entry, I decided to just leave it at 30 contracts. So I was risking just a little bit more on that trade than I normally would, but I was comfortable in doing it because if you look at my current statistics, this is an Asia high short, which is what I trade. I have an 87% win rate on that, and so far it has paid me out nearly 20K. Well, actually, we have to import this data now. So if you want to stick around, guys, we'll import the data. Let's import it. Let's see what the statistics say. Now, here's the other thing too. Here's the other cool thing. If you guys don't have TradeZeller and you want TradeZeller, I have a coupon code there to get a discount. So feel free to click the link and get your discount if you like the software. It's amazing. And you should journal. There should be no reason why any of you should not be journaling at all every trade, because you need to know what the hell it is that you're even trading. So Quant Tower, unfortunately, doesn't automatically sync with TradeZeller. I have to manually import the data. So we're going to go to trades. These are all the individual executions. Okay, on the account, we go export data, select all the columns, we export the file, we override the one from yesterday, yes. We go into TradeZeller and I say add trade, and then I've got the funded accounts on this PA accounts one at the top here. We go add trade. We go upload file. We double click the CSV. Now down the bottom, it'll say, so you got to check this every time. It'll say 19 of 19 executions done successfully. Brilliant. We go back to the dashboard and we've almost cracked. Oh man, we're like $340 away from cracking 30 G's. So close. So close. So close. So close. Just so everyone knows, Monday was a dumb trade. I completely fucked Monday up. Completely fucked it. I completely openly admitted that I took a stupid trade. I actually marked it as the 2 hour, 4 hour high short that I normally take. Even though it was a dumb trade, like that was the reason why I took it. But it was just a silly spot to even consider that trade. So I've marked it on there. So now what we do is we go into today and we go into this trade and I have to mark it as a strategy. So this is how it works in TradeZeller. We go in here to strategy and we select from my strategy because these are my strategies that I have. Okay. They're all the same entry criteria. So don't think, oh, this guy's crazy, man. He's got like 50 strats. No, I've only got one strategy technically, right? But I have like all these setups. These are the different style of setups or points of interest that I'll execute the trade. So it's just the way it's worded in TradeZeller, okay? I still want inverted fair value gap, displacement. I still want a break of structure. Ideally, I want a retest. And I also want an FVG on the reversal. I still want all of that. And I want the 3 minute, and the 5 minute to be in sync. They both have to be the same. So I still require that as my trade entries, but these are all the different times, like slots that I can enter them. And I measure these because these are critical. Because all the steps to get into the trade, they're all the same. I don't care like where it is. But these here have to be measured. You have to measure this. So if you're not familiar with data and analytics, I did work as a business analyst for about 3.5 years doing this for companies. So I learned a lot about how data works and data collection and data analytics. And then I know what is shit data and what is true data. So it might take you some time to figure that out. So we now mark this as Asia High Short. It's added as Asia High Short. I go back to the stats. How good of a trade setup was it? It was 5 stars. There was nothing wrong with it. It was 5 stars, okay? So 0 issues. So stop loss. The stop loss was, we're going to enter this in. It's on the right hand side. So stop loss was 69.63. The take profit was 69.34.50. That was the target. Okay, that's the target. That wasn't the true take profit, because TradeZeller already knows the true take profit because we just imported the data. Okay, and so I'm just telling it what my trade criteria was. All right, so that is that. All right, and that's how we do that. Now, if we go back to reports, and we go to my favorite report, which is reports-strategies. I like this screen. It's sexy. This is my favorite screen. We now have an 88% win rate, and we've done nearly 23,500 on there over 10 trades. Okay, so at the moment that strategy is like hot to the trot, and this is where I was going with this whole thing. I'm not going to do it yet because we probably still need a bit more data in here. I can't analyze this on 10 trades, right? But I think when I get to 20, if this is still over 70% win rate, I will consider upping my risk to 1,500 per trade. Anyway, guys, that's pretty well it. I would love to stick around and continue on, but I don't really have much else to talk about, and I'm sure you don't want me chewing your ears off. Because I don't really know what's going to happen now. What do we got? How many likes have we got on the stream? Hopefully that made sense to everyone. If it did, awesome. If you haven't yet, feel free to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Let's have a look how many people we got in the stream. We got 46 people here, 47 people watching. We're at 27 likes. Is there 3 of yous? 3. Just 3. Bump it to 30. You can bump it to 30 if you want. And I do have to create a video on something this week, guys. I have to create a video on the YouTube channel for something. And just trying to work out what we create the video on. Something else to share my knowledge with. Maybe the importance of trading, maybe the importance of, risk management. I think, like, one thing I think I've noticed in here is questions like what Davey asked before. Like, good trade, like, what size are you trading? I think there's been a few questions around that topic a little bit lately of people saying, how many contracts do you go in with? Do you trade minis or do you trade micros? You shouldn't trade micros because the fees are so high on all the contracts. It's cheaper if you go with minis, right? It's. I think there needs to be a discussion around the reason why minis just don't really work for these prop firm challenges, unless you're trading the 150s or the 300k accounts. There needs to be a discussion on that for sure. So I think that might be my video for the week. But if you have any other ideas, then let me know. Other than that, guys, I'm really keen to go for a walk because I haven't been for a walk in the sunshine for a while because I've been streaming every night. And streaming's about freedom and, well, not freedom, sorry, not streaming, but trading is. I trade 1 mini at a time. Yeah, Mexican. Yeah. That's cool. Hopefully, or maybe, I'll try and create this video this week on explaining the benefits of trading micros. People just need to ignore the fees. You're not paying the fees anyway because, like, it's a prop account. It's irrelevant. Like, don't worry about it. So yeah. Anyway, guys. It's been a pleasure on this fine Wednesday. No, Tuesday. Is it Wednesday today? What day is it? Shit, it's Wednesday. Oh yeah, it's Wednesday today. Huh. There you go. It's Wednesday today. Wednesday midweek reversal, maybe. Keep an eye out for that. I think keep an eye out for the midweek reversal, guys. Sorry, I think I spoke about this before in the trade, in the chat, maybe. It's Wednesday today, and if they're going to bring out that 8:15 news, if price melts down here, consider that at some point today they may have a reason. Maybe they might have a reason to reverse this price. If there is a low that I like, let's have a look. I'll see if I can get you guys opening your eyes up a little bit. Right. I would keep your eye out for 25.25, right? And I would keep an eye out for 24.887 for a Wednesday midweek reversal in the US session, because the London session didn't give it to us, okay? So we didn't get it in Asia and we didn't get it in London. You never really get it in Asia anyway. It's like super rare. So I would be looking for a 10 a.m. reversal, right, in the US session, or a 2 p.m. 10 or 2 is typically pretty common time frames. So if you're going to be trading the US tonight, keep your eye out for these two levels. Just mark them on your charts and just keep an eye out for them and see what you see, okay? They would be very good spots for a midweek reversal, okay? So yeah, that's pretty well it. Okay. I'll just quickly go to the ES before I leave, in case anyone wants to see it on the ES. Same lows. In fact, yeah, same lows. But I would probably say the 68.40 level's probably a bit more juicier. But if we get a really big slide in that US session, keep an eye out for 68.14. All right, that's where I would be looking for potential midweek reversals if I was to trade the US tonight. All right, guys. You're all amazing. I'll leave you to it. You go enjoy your nights. Good luck. I'll leave that there. And I'll see you all tomorrow night. Oh, one last rave, eh? Catch us all tomorrow at 3 a.m.